The second test we'll often get is something called a fluorescein angiogram. The fluorescein angiogram is that dye test where we put this orange coloring into your arm and take a bunch of photographs of the eye. That's extraordinarily helpful for a few different reasons. What the fluorescein angiogram does is it tells us what the blood supply or the blood flow is like to the back of the eye. Of course, with wet macular degeneration, you get abnormal blood vessel growth. So the fluorescein angiogram will tell us where those blood vessels are growing from, tell us how large they are, and it'll also give us a sense of whether those blood vessels are still actively leaking, whether they're shrinking, or whether they've started to scar over. The second thing that the angiogram will do is it'll tell us what the retinal pigment epithelium is like. The RPE are sort of the cells that nourish the macula, specifically the rods and the cones. And as time goes on with macular degeneration, sometimes those RPE cells get damaged. And when they get damaged, they don't nourish the photoreceptors, the rods and cones, very well. So the fluorescein angiogram can be very helpful in that regard as well. Of course, whenever we do that test, we're always concerned about the possibility of allergy. But unlike different dyes that we may have had, either dyes looking at our heart, dyes for CAT scans or MRIs, the coloring we use for fluorescein angiography is generally much safer. Another concern that we have is, does it affect my kidneys because perhaps we have kidney disease? Generally speaking, no. Even people who are on dialysis can have that very safely. Of course, some folks, while they're getting those pictures, will feel warm or get an upset stomach. If that feeling occurs, it'll pass in a few moments. What everybody does notice afterwards is that your urine is the color of a pumpkin. This time of year, of course, is not such a big deal, being in the Halloween spirit.